Hey, what's up, Dragon Brood? This is a fun one today because we're stepping into Mardu space that we haven't done in a little bit. And this, I got to give a little credit to one of the people who was on our stream a couple of weeks, or last week actually, where I had kind of this idea already there, and then I kind of tinkered with a little bit of what they had, and then I melded the list, and this is what we came up with. So, starting at the top, we are playing some Skrelv because, well, it's cheap and protects some of our key creatures. We are going to play a couple of copies of the Great Train Heist because I haven't used this in a deck yet, and I feel like if we're able to get a couple of attack steps off this, that might be good enough on its own. We'll do an Epic here because it does actually deal damage to opponents and gives us some artifacts, which you'll see is important in a minute. We do have some Get Lost and Go for the Throat for some removal. We are playing Generous Plunderer, and this is kind of works double-edge with... I say double-edge, actually doubly good with Get Lost because we're giving them some maps which allow this to do more damage, which is kind of fun. But if we are getting all those treasure, we do have something to do with Magda, and since all of this stuff targets opponents, we get extra treasure. We can turn those treasures into Scorpion Dragons. Additionally, if the opponent decides to use those treasures, they'll take some damage from Vengeful Tracker. We'll see if this works out for us. And then, of course, there's Blood Tithe Harvester, because it makes blood to allow us to look for cards, but also can double as removal. And then all of these things, minus Blood Tithe Harvester, get to trigger because of Delney, which is super sweet. We are going to play a copy of Professional Facebreaker, because if our things connect, we get to make more treasure. And then there's Comball, that if they're getting tokens, we get tokens. So we might get double treasure on a turn if we have out the Plunder already, which is pretty cool. And we're getting to cause some life loss of the opponent while gaining us some life. And it is a big 2/4 creatures. So lots of fun stuff we're going to be doing with this list. I have no idea if it's going to work out or not, but... you can download it for yourself and give it a try. But at first, I just say, you know, you can go to our Moxfield link and get the list, but hang around. Let's see if it does any good first. Then you can make that decision. Sure. Seems doable. Especially when we have some Get Lost here. That could be interesting. Go ahead and attack. Play this duder. See what you got for us. I was thinking it could have been a bat. It was not a bat. I will give them some treasure. We will gladly play a Comball. And attack. Alright. In the turn... actually, do we play a Skrelv here? Probably not. I mean, maybe I should, because if Hoarder lives, Plunderer lives, then we get double Get Lost anyway. I don't know. I probably could have got away with playing Skrelv there and been fine. Ooh, Roaming Throne. Well, now. We're definitely going to kill a Roaming Throne. We will give you some treasure. And get some bonus treasure of our own. That comes in tapped. We're going to spin the 4 mana. So then they get more artifacts. And then we get some. Oh no, because it only happens once a turn. Alright, they're at 3. Would have only been at 2 if I had a Skrelv. Or so that doesn't change much. Alright, getting rid of Comball. Sure. Been seeing a lot of people playing the end. It was weird because like when it first came out, lots of people played it, and then it's like everybody got away from it, and now they're back to playing it. Sure. Gonna play the Dread Knight? Alright, looks like that's gonna be ball game. Would have been ball game anyway, because they can't block with just one creature. So yeah. Guess it doesn't really matter. Okay. Well, that was an easy one. Okay, let's see what this can do. I think there's a lot riding on this Plunderer surviving. Ooh, against that particular deck. Well, Comball's kind of interesting in this, if it's what we think it is. Because then... if they're playing Insidious Roots, then we get at least 1 Roots each time they get a Roots. So that's interesting. No, it's not. This is something altogether different. Okay, then. Alright, we found this. Let's play this. No need to attack there. We can take our time since we have Go for the Throats. We could get some bonus treasure. That would be cool. No blocks. Yeah, let's do it. Ooh, do we have enough to just go for it here? Like, I'm realizing we could do this for 3. Attack, they get, but, Not sure what the best way is to go about this. I might just want to play another Plunder and just leave up a Go for the Throat. I think for the time being. And then pass the turn. Then that'll leave us the option to make double treasure triggers. Ah, Bill, how are you doing? How you doing? Alright, +1 for that guy. Alright, let's kill Bill. Alright, familiar, sure. Give us a treasure. They're just going to gain the life. They're too aware of what my combo does, unfortunately. Okay. Let's do all the things here. Alright, we will take that one. We're producing all kinds of treasure. We have a land that comes into play tapped, so that doesn't help. We have access to 2, 4, 6, 7 mana. So theoretically, we could do this for 3, 4, 5. We could do the whole thing. But I think we want to attack. This double triggers. Opponent has 6 right now. They could blow one up. Or, well, would take 6, because they could blow one up. It's not enough. I think we want to attack and train heist here. Oh, they're just taking the full 8. Oh. Okay. Then they're dead, right? Because we're not going to lose anything on this combat. Let's do this first. Play one of these. We're going to go get the +1, give everything an extra combat step. I mean, I guess we can produce extra. Why not? Might as well just spend the mana here. Sure. Target creatures. Oh, have to target a player. Yeah. Alright. So we first strike that. They take some damage. Then we get to make some treasures, which deal some damage. Then we get to attack again. Like, that was crazy. Wow. That took a while to work out. So while I thought this was an Insidious Roots deck, because that's the only deck that plays this, it turns out it's a mono green +1/+1 counters deck, I think. So yeah, didn't backfire on us as bad as I thought. Alright, I guess we're keeping. Oh, I guess this is a time where we won't want to use Plunder whenever you see a multi-land. That's usually bad. Okay, let's go back for 1. See what they say about it. What deck are we up against? Well, opponent did not get mana. So I guess we just attack? I mean, I'm gonna play these because I don't know what else. I mean, if they just miss their lands, like, yeah. I mean, decline. I mean, we can't help them out, right? One goes to 8. I don't think there's anything they're going to play here. I mean, of course, they'll draw, like, untapped land and play Brotherhood's End or something here, but if they do, they do. Yeah, that wasn't much of a game, unfortunately. You know what? I'm going to keep this and see if we just draw red mana. We have a lot in the deck. And we do have at least one get lost if they play something problematic, so it's not like we don't have a play for the first couple turns. But drawing more Vengeful Tracker is not the best here. Alright, that's a little better. You'd like to save Get Lost till we have Comball, so we get an advantage off of it too. This lets us at least outright kill something. Could also be a little bit of a surprise to the opponent with us just playing black-white lands and then, you know, well, sadly we kind of have to kill that. Go for the Throat does not deal with that, unfortunately. I'm going to play this mostly because it gives us some options on the following turn. Or a Brass Forge. Well, I wasn't going to be able to kill that anyway. Fair enough. Wow, they got something they can do here? Uh-oh. Not sure what the hell that means. Any chance... Okay, a backup Comball. I don't know how good that is. The next turn I could play Tracker and leave up Go for the Throat. Or maybe do something with Train Heist. We'll see. Probably, though, just playing Tracker and Go for the Throat. If I were guessing. Sweet. So, deal a point, deal a point? Love that. Man, might as well block. I mean, whatever you got, you got. It's probably a Rage or something. No, it's an Elspeth Smite. Alright, fair enough. You got it. Oh, I get to keep the 1/1 because mine don't have the loss trigger on it. Isn't that awesome? That's pretty damn cool. Because mine aren't attached to the Forge. They're just a random token. That is super amusing. Love to see it. Okay, sure. This is hilarious. I had not even considered this was a thing that we could do. That is too funny. Well, now I can just start attacking, right? What's most that's going to be? 3, 5? Actually, that'd be 6, 7. We're at 12. We could chump block 1, possibly. They're going to lose 1 more. Ugh. I think I'm just going to do this for now. All right, cool. Comball, way to go. All right, let's keep it. No idea if this is a good plan. Probably not, but we'll see. No, opponent, don't cut down that. Leave that alone. Boo. Bronco. Oh, no. What are we looking to do here? Playing Tracker doesn't do much. I guess I'm going to do this. Yeah, that Bronco might eat our lunch, honestly. Yep, another Bronco. Decline for the time being. Delney, however, is interesting. But I think we're going to go here. And here. An attack. Alright, Shieldred you doth have. Yep. Not sure we have a good way out of this one, y'all. Think we're just gonna take it. And then we're gonna go to 6 and probably end up dead. But go ahead and take the action. I mean, we could find something to kill Shieldred, which we didn't. Yep. Alright, we're dead then. We go first. Sure, I'm going to lose some life here along the way, but guess it's the cost of doing business. Alright, that's a little less painful down the road. And we'll pass. I mean, I guess I should attack, because it's not like I'm going to use Skrelv to protect the Epic here. That's just, that would be a total waste. Alright. Got a combo. We'll attack for 1. Alright, let's see what happens here. They are playing a lot of deserts, which means they're probably going to doppelgang us for some deserts later. It's -2, -2. Alright, sure. Well, I guess we'll do what we can do. Alright, lots of deserts. What are the odds we could find a Magda here? To target the opponent, get some treasures, do a few things. Would be nice. Ooh, not the way I thought that was going to go down, but this is cool. So, 1, 2... 4 gives us an extra attack step, but that's not enough. We generate treasure. They don't come into play. Oh, it is a tapped treasure. Yeah. I was thinking I could 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. I guess sadly. Actually, maybe we don't even waste that yet. Maybe we just attack. In the turn. We can kind of take our time here for a second. Don't want to get in too much of a hurry. Spelunking allows our stuff to come into play untapped. A little bit annoying, but typical if you're playing a lot of deserts. Yep. Let's try to target this. Probably going to get countered. It does not get countered. Interesting. What are you holding, opponent? We have black mana open. Oh, I almost got rid of a combo to draw a card, too. I would have just drawn into another one. Alright, I guess we're attacking? Alright, so they want to bounce Delney. If I do this, I'm still a mana short, though. Yeah, alright, I guess that happens. I'll just replay Delney? In the turn. We at least can consider lethal for next turn from this position. Because all their creatures are too big to block our stuff. So that's the good news. They also have access to a pile of mana right now, though. So we could get comboed out, potentially. Okay. I'm going to get rid of one of these combos. And they don't have anything to respond with here. So we attack. Give everything another attack step, and that's it. 2, 3, 4, 5. If we're gonna do that, we might as well. Well, we only have 4 mana. Okay. We'll try. But that's all the mana we have. Oh, looks like it worked. Wow. I didn't think that was actually going to go through. Okay, let's keep. I mean, it's cool to at least have backup Magda. But I don't know if that's going to be enough. Sure. I'm going to discard this thing. I think that we're going to have to talk about that at the end of the video, but I think that might be the worst card in the deck. Deep Cavern Bat. You're going to get a Magda. Ooh, intriguing. And then I think I will kill that just so I can start building some treasure. And pass the turn. Keep Cavern Bat. Well, get a Plunder, sadly. Also realized the Plunder triggers wrong. Like, it says 2 when we were holding it, but we have 2 artifacts. The opponent does not. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this Plains, even though I'm sure I'll regret that later. Alright. Gonna get our attack on. In the turn. Alright, so there's a Gix. Okay. Why could you not just mill a land? Come on now. Turn, they get to draw. See if we can find something to kill a Gix. That would be really helpful. I mean, that kinda does. Over a couple of turns. Okay. And then I guess I'm gonna go ahead and play this. The only good news is them being at 9, they probably don't want to draw too many cards here. Alright, so we'll get to... Oh, I'm going to probably just block here. Actually, if I don't block... Well, no, because then they get to draw 2. They go to 9, they go to 7, and yeah, we got to do that. Alright. That is not the type of card we're looking for. I'm just going to risk losing life here. Alright. Well, we're dead. GG's. Ah, that sucked. I guess I'll keep it. This is one I don't have high hopes for, though. It's like a little disappointing. Take some damage. Guess we'll play Harvester next turn. Oh, well, alright. Sucks to be you, little Scrove. Sunset Revelry. You have that. Alright, pass the turn. Interesting. So they kept the hand with removal and revelries. Alright, we can attack. Maybe we do that. Just to get them to get rid of their creatures. If they're going to be light on mana. Oh, they're only even blocking with one of them. Interesting. Do I care enough to keep both creatures here then? I mean, I wasn't thinking I was, but maybe I do. Alright. See if it gets countered, I guess. Oh, not countered, but I mean if they had something to protect their stuff. But it doesn't look like they do. Alright, so we're just going to keep our dudes past the turn. Alright, they got 3 mana. Union, that'll help them out. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this Vengeful Tracker. We do have a Restless Bivouac we could use as well. So I think I'm going to do that. Attack, make this bigger. Alright. I mean, they're still at a bunch of life, so it's not like this game's even close to over. Alright, guess we'll try again. I'm gonna do that this time. Mostly because I feel like there's a real possibility of a sweeper or something coming, and we at least get to keep the land. Does a little something. Yep. Thought something like that might be on the way. Wow, almost had enough to do some fun stuff there, but I guess we'll just do this. Wow, Sunfall for Delney, 1 for 1. Crazy. Alright, I can turn this into a 5. Can't get another untap. Alright. Oh, 5 it is. End the turn. Soulless Jailer. Cards can't enter the battle. Permanent cards and graveyards can't enter. Yeah, okay. Sure, you got it, fam. I mean, once they Wandering Emperor this thing, we're toast, right? We have the all defensive hand, sadly. Alright, they're activating one of those. They're activating both of those. Huh. Really? Okay. Why are we double blocking? I'm like, is there something I'm missing? Like, I'm so confused. Like, I'm not gonna blow this, just get my thing first strike here, because that's stupid. Maybe they thought we could give it trample, I guess, is the only thing. Because I mean, alright, sure. You got it. I don't see a way our land dies, so okay. I mean, I guess the plus side, there wasn't a Wandering Emperor there or anything. The Kasha's welcome. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try to kill this guy, I guess. Untap land, maybe? No, but a Comball. Alright. Just doing this on the back of Restless Bivouac. That's a bar, I guess. Alright. Play this guy. I don't know how we're in this. I feel like we didn't really even play anything this game. Like, okay, sure. That was so weird. Like, we just had all of our stuff removed, and we won with a single Restless Bivouac. The Bivouac, I think, did almost all the damage this game. I think I got one attack in prior to that for a point or two, and then the rest was all bivouac. That's crazy. Okay, we are going to keep this. So this is kind of fun. We get to start with the damage card. We get to play Plunderer, then Magda. So we'll see how this works out. The funny thing is, too, about Plunder, it actually works okay against the, what'd you call it? The Boros Aggro decks, the ones that make all the tokens, which is pretty funny. I just realized I might be out of focus a little bit. I'm going to have to fix that for y'all here in a second. For now, though, let's go ahead and start trying to get some damage in. The other cute thing, too, is your opponents may not actually want to kill your Plunder immediately, because they might be like, you know what, hey, we get some treasure. That's not the worst thing. And they wouldn't be wrong. Oh, freebooter. Well, if that dies, they get treasure, which is... or a map, which is kind of cool. Alright, I'm going to go here. And just attack with this. Actually, no, they actually get a treasure. Alright. Hopefully our board doesn't get swept here. Because our hand is real bad. Our hand does a whole lot of nothing at the moment. Okay, more freebooters. Fair enough. Alright, take the action. So then we get double treasure, which is super sweet. I wish we had a removal card here. So here's what I'm going to do. I think... I'm going to go ahead and play this. Activate this. We're going to make duders. I think I'm just going to attack with everybody. Like, why not? Put the counters here. They can kill Magda if they want. Whatever. Oh, they didn't try to kill a single thing. Interesting. I thought they would have double blocked something there for sure. Okay, well, we might be dead because they have piles of mana now. This is the downside to the Plunderer. If you don't get it done, your opponent ends up with whatever this is, 95 mana here to do whatever they want. You know, this doesn't necessarily end things, though. That's not true. What do we have? Because they can breach. They can play Conspiracy Raveler. Yeah. Probably breach again here. But they're at 5. Like, theoretically, if we can find, like, a get lost, we can still win here. Right? We get lost away Atraxa. They get 2 treasure. We attack with everything. So, like, we're still in this to win it. I mean, they might play some more stuff with Conspiracy Unraveler, because that's what I would do. Yeah, they're going to breach here again. Alright, that's going to do it. No need to finish on there. Sure. This seems okay. We at least got all of our colors. And we get to lead with an Epicure. I mean, I suppose I could have led with Skrelv, but we'll just go for more artifacts and such. Oh, if this ends up being against mono red, could have been good. Okay, Ruckus doesn't do too much to us here. This is one where Plunderer probably isn't that good, but I also kind of want Plunderer because we don't have lands in hand. I think I'm going to forgo Plunderer one time. I might regret that. But we at least have a removal card in hand. I guess I could have played this as a secondary removal if I thought we needed it. Alright, that's the highway robbery. Okay. Oh, man, that could have been good here. Alright, sadly, I think we just got to do what we can do. Attack with these knuckleheads. In the turn. They're going to get to play a lot of cards this turn. Man, this is where we're going to get wrecked, because if I had played the Plunderer before, we'd have had access to Comball, which would have been pretty sweet. And given us more of an opportunity, I think. Now we're giving him treasure where it's a risk, and we didn't... I don't even know if we can afford to play Comball here as much as I want to. Probably have to play, like, Harvester and leave Get Lost up if we get a land. Yeah, you got it, opponent. That thing's going to be gigantic here. I mean, not much I'm doing about it either way. Yep, you got it. That creature gets to be as big as it wants to be. Not a dang thing I'm doing about it. Man, if I'd have gotten one more mana, this hand would have played so differently. Oh, I guess you can't steal anything if I leave Skrelv up, so that's good. Alright, need an untapped black or red mana. Is what we need. Yeah, we just take the hit. There's nothing else to be done there. Alright, sadly, we have to give them the treasure. This... Oh, Delney, you were late. Boy. Well... I'm going to attack like this. Get some damage in the turn. Now, I could have gotten 2 more damage in if I just wanted to use the Get Lost, but I kind of want them to try to load up this creature to attempt to kill us, and then we'll respond with the Get Lost. At least that's the game plan. They may assume we don't have much of anything, but that's kind of the hope here. Cacophony Scamp, crap. We may have to end up wasting whatever we have on the Scamp so we don't get blown out. Because there's no reason you're just playing Scamp early unless you plan to do something crazy with it, right? This is targeting what? Okay, so that's targeting the Swift Spear. Sure. That resolves... When you cast your next enter or sorcery spell, copy that spell. You can choose new targets. Alright, well... I mean, we're taking 2. Oh, okay, I was going to say, if you target us, we have to take it. Yep. We're taking 6. Or are they going to send 1 at Skrelv? Nope. We just had to eat it all. It's unfortunate. Oh, man. Do I have to use the treasure here to do what I want to do? That's the real question. I think we have to. Because I don't think we can afford to take a point here because of the Scamp already being out there. They get a card off of that too. Alright. Come on, deck. We need some help. I mean, I guess that's fine. Not what we're looking for, though. Alright, we can attack for 3, 4, 5. I mean, we attack with the Epicures. We don't really care. I mean, we still have to play as though we don't have any defense, so maybe they'll buy into it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and... Delney's kind of a win next turn. I guess I'm going to get rid of Comball here. Man, that's crazy. Actually, I'm just going to get rid of this. Alright, hey, Inspiring Advantage, nice to see you. Welcome to the party. Okay, hopefully they just don't have burn, and we're dead. Like, if they don't have that, we have a real shot. With them only having 2 cards, let's see. If they have ++, we die. At instant speed, anyway. Well, we couldn't afford for that to be too much bigger. Alright, Skrelv's dead. Man, if we manage to do this on mostly 2 land this game, my goodness. I guess I could have used the... Oh, that was a mistake. I could have used the map, I mean the treasure, to protect Plunder. But if they had an instant speed kill, they would have killed it anyway. So it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, we'll take the action. Why not? Makes Plunder a single card kill. I will play this. Not sure if I need to, really. Alright, 2 triggers. That's 10. Wow. I don't know how we snuck past. I mean, those 2 removal cards were just clutch. Oh, they just had a rage for our own guy? Fair enough. Oh, that was so close. You know, I gotta tell y'all that, really, the way this worked out, Vengeful Tracker was probably the worst card in the deck. I wasn't real happy with this card. It only really does something against decks like the Boros tokens or whatever, where they just have a bunch of artifacts that they're sacrificing for different things, or when you've given your opponent a bunch of treasure. Like, outside of that, it just doesn't do much. So I kind of want to cut that and probably go down to just 1 or 2 Delney, because Delney's cool if we have like combo already out, we're getting some extra points, but if we don't, it's not crazy exciting. Relv was fine, you know. I think I'd almost want to play a Trespasser, because these are a little bit of life gain. They count as targeting your opponent's stuff, so we can get a little bit of extra off Magda. And then I just need like a couple of other things, which probably, sadly, are just going to be bats. Deep Cavern Bats, more specifically. Play 2 of them. I guess we play 3 of them. And that's fine. Again, we're still targeting the opponent. We slow them down, get rid of some problematic cards. We can sometimes get extra bonus with Train Heist. Maybe if you want to go 61, you want to cut 1 of something, you can play an extra Magda if you want to guarantee that. But now we have like Train Heist can target, Get Lost, Deep Cavern Bat, Go for the Throat, Harvester, Trespasser. Comball doesn't target. But that gives us enough cards that I think then we can lean on Magda a little bit. Out of curiosity, with Bivouac, it has to be a creature we control. I was thinking, like, if we could put a counter on something else, that'd be pretty funny. But the other thing, if you want to go a different way, now that we have Deep Cavern Bats, we could go with a thing that has Menace and creates treasure. Why am I not remembering that creature's name? It's a 2/3, this thing, Professional Facebreaker, which actually is legit in here if we want to try to have enough stuff to take advantage of Magda or hunt for Magda and be able to play it. So that's an option. Like if you want to cut 1 Comball, maybe you want to cut 1 Bat, go with a couple of those. That's reasonable. We did add a few extra 3 mana things to the deck. So I don't know. I think I'm probably better off just playing the Bat and keeping the extra Comball personally. I think Comball still works here with the Get Lost, with the Plunder, and then there's random other things that your opponents are just making stuff and you're getting extra damage. Because when you make your own, you're also dealing damage to the opponent. But something to think about. I think Facebreaker could be a card that you'd want to play in here. I think it's totally reasonable. Not saying it's right or wrong, just if you're going to go with it overall. I would say, though, this deck is going to be weak to a lot of the things you expect to be weak to, whether it's sweepers, temporary lockdown, in some cases, which we made it a little bit better, but in some cases even just Brotherhood's in. But Deep Cavern Bats do help that somewhat. But anyway, overall list, 2 Skrelv, 2 Great Train Heist, 4 Voldaren Epicure, 4 Get Lost, 3 Deep Cavern Bat, 2 Go for the Throat, 4 Generous Plunderer, 3 Magda the Horde Master, 4 Blood Tithe Harvester, 2 Delney, 2 Graveyard Trespasser, 4 Comball, 1 each of Plain Swamp Mountain, 1 Cavern of Souls, 4 Concealed Courtyard, 1 Shattered Sanctum, 4 Blackleaf Cliffs, 1 Sulphur Springs, 4 Battlefield Forge, 4 Inspiring Vantage, and 2 Restless Bivouac. Now, while this was a fun pile of cards and everything else that did lots of intricate things, if you just want something that's fast and to the point, check out this Hasty Gruul deck we played. I used it to get to Mythic, and it was actually super good. So that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.